there, and welcome to September 15th. This is your daily tarot reading. Spiritual path or no spiritual path, here it comes. Let's see what's going to be happening. I'm going to post a round of air, fire, earth, water tonight, energy readings. All right, we're going to post that in one video tonight. Also at 1 o'clock with my YouTube membership group. Going to be doing a Q&A, so ask me anything. We're going to talk about the full moon in Pisces. We're going to talk about a lot of other stuff. So if you'd like to join those lives, there's a couple membership groups that you can join with lives. It's fun. You guys are great, and it's very interactive. So I do answer a lot of questions from people, or at least I try to. Okay, let's see where we go here. This is the Empathic Oracle deck. I don't usually use this Oracle deck. So let's see. Just felt like something fresh today. Mountains. Woo! Timeline. Ooh, we talked about this. I think we talked about this last week in the Thursday live about what is a timeline. So maybe I'll talk about that. Chaos. Okay. So this looks, even though this looks difficult, it still looks fairly orderly. Okay. This does not look orderly. So what's coming up here is a choice. This is like the Judgment card. A timeline is basically when you make choices in your life. And I mean life choices, okay? I don't just mean like egg salad or tuna salad. I mean like choices like I'm going to go in this direction. I'm going to go to college versus I'm going to join the Peace Corps versus I'm going to travel in Europe versus I'm going to help my parents, whatever. Choices that you make put you on a timeline. And essentially what a timeline is, this particular thing is playing out because I've chosen it. You know how we choose our paths? You had a couple of choices open to you. So all of those things could exist in your life. Which one are you choosing? Because on this 3D planet, we have things known as gravity, and we have a lot of 3D laws on this planet. This planet is a karmic planet. This planet is here for us to learn. It's school. So, okay, I have this many karmic paths or this many karmic lessons to learn in this life. I'm going to choose to learn it this way. I'm going to choose to learn it in an orderly way, or I'm going to choose to learn it from chaos. Which, okay, this doesn't look all that easy. I'm not saying easy, hard, or anything like that. It's actually like a non-duality situation where these things are a karmic challenge. It's essentially like, how do you want to learn them? Do you want to learn them by climbing mountains, or do you want to learn by calming chaos? Like which thing? What's it for you? And I feel like that's what's coming up right now, is a choice between these two things. Some of you could have made things more orderly for yourselves, gotten yourself more grounded. That's earth energy. And then this chaos energy, I feel like is kind of air energy, because there's as much going on in your head as outside of your head. And that's kind of creating some confusion. So this timeline change is coming up, or opportunity. Let's call it an opportunity. An opportunity for making a decision here, a pretty big decision. All right, pretty big decision. Let's see. Yeah, the moon. See how like she's like, I'm not sure which way to turn. Moon in Pisces. All right, we've got the moon in Pisces. Pisces is a very hard to get your hands around energy sometimes. It's right out of focus. Little out of focus. Thank you. So if you have this feeling, if you're having this kind of like, I'm not sure, I could go this way, I could go that way, I think that's pretty normal. So 5 of Cups, wow, 7 of Swords, Queen of Wands, 7 of Cups, that's more confusion, 5 of Pentacles, oh my word, Knight of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Star, 9 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, King of Swords, the outcome. I like that. Okay, I do like that. This feels for me like a cycle. Okay, everything is really in cycles. You get presented with lessons, you get presented with a higher octave of the lesson, a higher challenge with that lesson. I feel like some of you are being challenged with a choice of your integrity, okay? And a choice of, do I want to chase after that same cycle, or do I want to really stand in my truth? Do I want to stand in my power? Do I want to heal that? Do I want to release and let go of that? I feel like, here's the thing. You may, remember what I said about easy or hard? I feel like you think there's an easy choice or a hard choice, like take the easy road versus the hard road. I don't really think that's the choice. I think the choice is take the authentic road. Okay? Because sometimes how you do something is as important as what you're doing. How you speak your truth is as important as actually speaking it. And I feel like it's definitely happening here that in the past, you might have made choices that looked good or looked solid or looked easy, only to recognize that it was really like something very difficult in sheep's clothing. Like you're choosing to, you keep choosing to take the easy way, take the easy road. And then what happens is all of a sudden you get all the hard learning at once. So if you've chosen, like, for example, if you really wanted to, if you really wanted to go to journalism school and you have to take one of those grammar tests and everything, and you fail it, instead of studying and do it again and take it a semester later, you're like, I'm just going to go for liberal arts, or I'm just going to go for this other thing that isn't as challenging to get into. I don't want to push myself, or maybe that's not the thing. Like I kind of tell myself a whole bunch of nonsense. I tell myself a whole bunch of justification for why I'm saying to the universe, I really want this. I want to do this thing. And then at the first, issue, at the first obstacle, I'm like, oh, well, whatever, like it's not a big deal. I just didn't really even want that, and I think that's, some of you could be piling up those choices of taking the easy road or doing something that is not really on your path. And all of a sudden you find yourself way off your path, right? Like one of these decisions to go down a timeline, maybe it's just like a click off. You know what I'm saying? Maybe just a little bit off. It's just a little bit to the side. It's a little bit over. If you leave New York, a train leaves New York, going to LA, traveling 50 miles an hour. No, sorry, don't mean to bring up any nightmares for anybody. But if you get in a plane and you put in the coordinates of where you want to go and it's a couple clicks off, so you want to go from New York to LA, you're winding up in Seattle instead. Okay, you're winding up in San Francisco. You're winding up in Hawaii. You're winding up in Yuma, Arizona. You're winding up in Key West. This is what this is about. It's like, do I make the choice that I really want? It's going to require sacrifice. It's going to require effort. It's going to require all of my focus. And instead, I'm just going to do the easier thing. I feel like right now you're finally seeing that pattern in your life where I've made some choices that I thought were easier, but got me so far off my path that the work to get back on is huge. When I could have incrementally done a little bit of work, incrementally done a little bit of work, incrementally done a little bit of work, okay? And I think that's what we're seeing here. So you're being presented with a path, a choice, where I want to go, what do I want to do in this Pisces full moon that's coming up. That's definitely the energy of, it's Neptunian. It's like hard to get your hands around. It's like you're not clear necessarily. You don't have a really very, it's when somebody asks you, like, what do you want to do for your life? What do you want to do for your living? You're like, well, I just want to be able to be creative, and I just want to, hey, all of those things are real, and I want to be creative too, and that's all true. But I think now what's being asked of you is be more specific and be willing to do the work of that. Because the good news is that if you make the choice, you're like, okay, yeah, I see. I've made some choices that have gotten me a few clicks off my path. So now I'm being offered the chance to really heal that, really see and go right into the fray. Like, just, I'm walking right toward it. This is going to bring you a lot of self-confidence. This is also why you might not have your life partner or your soulmate or whoever you're looking for, twin flame, whoever you're looking for. This is why you don't have them in your life right now, because you're a couple of clicks off of where you should be. Okay? But I feel like by the time we get to this King of Swords, you're seeing it. All right? You're going to see this. This full moon is about releasing any kind of self justifications, any kind of, things I've told myself that make it okay for me to not really follow my spiritual path, right? Making it okay for Charlie over here. Anything I've told myself that makes it not really going where I want to go. I really want to go to that restaurant. I really want to go. Well, I'll just settle for going out tonight. Oh, I guess, all right, okay, pizza's fine. Like, woo, 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 woo. You're coming down this ladder of energetic resonance by doing that. It's harder to stay in alignment with your spiritual path. But over time, if you make incremental choices that are in alignment with your spiritual path, then you get an accumulation. This is like doing, 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, 10 pull-ups, 10, burpees, 10 whatever, and then doing that every day, just adding a few versus having to do Tough Mudder without training. And I feel like that's where we're seeing people falling off the timeline of their spiritual path, is they're not really willing to do the put in the effort incrementally. So what does that look like? Start a meditation practice. 20 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the morning. Do a little journaling. Make it a practice. Because this is not about, I think that in the Western world, we do think of things in terms of goals and milestones and achievements and awards and outcomes and things like that. The journey is the thing. The walking the journey is the thing. And so it's not about getting to the end of it or getting to union it's not really about that. It's about, how did you get there? Are you getting there like this, or are you getting there like this? Okay? And I think that's what is showing up for you right now. I see some 5s. I see some 7s. So talk to me about these 5s. The 5 of Cups, there's some loss here. 5 of Pentacles, same thing. Another 7 of Wands, Temperance. Okay, oh, that's beautiful. Ace of Cups, Page of Swords. All right, so 5s and 7s are about change and resistance. You got, 2 5s and now 7 of Cups, 7 of Swords, and 7 of Wands. I feel like it's sort of like taking the good with the bad, taking the challenges with the celebrations. It can't all be celebrations, or you're not having any challenges and things aren't really progressing, and that's where you get stuck. So I feel like what's being said here, this energy of, hey, just a little bit at a time every day, and a little bit of a time of meditation, a little bit of time with your energy, clearing your chakras, clearing your space, putting your bubble around you of protective love, asking Archangel Michael for his help. Okay, you got to ask. And I feel like because you're stepping into your power as a healer, it's going to be really important that this is an authentic journey and that you're taking on the challenges as they arrive. You're not delaying, you're not putting off the test or putting off the quiz or putting things off until it's too much and you're having to cram for the test, and that's not going to It's not going to be as successful. Some people, very rarely, and some of them also, like in terms of luck, that can work once or twice, but it's not a recipe for stable life. It's not a recipe for walking the spiritual path. It's not a recipe for stability, long-term, longevity, growth, opening up to spirit, being able to hear your guides, all these kind of things. It's requiring incremental effort. I feel like when you do that, what's coming in is massive clarity. Okay? Massive clarity, a lot of self-confidence, that you can do things, that you can overcome things. I also feel like you're now back on spiritual paths, so partners, soulmates can show up. You're in the frequency of your path. Your life's path is a frequency, and your job is to choose it every single day. Every single day. Can you fall off the turnip truck and get right back on? Sure. Can you have a bad day? Of course. But don't turn those into every day. Okay? All right, so I do see a few signs here. So if you are definitely a Sag, Pisces, Aquarius, Sag, Pisces, Aquarius, Virgo. This Knight of Pentacles over here, this stubborn energy, no offense, Virgo, this stubborn energy of I'm going to stay with my old path, might just bring you to a different location. So I'm going to look at, Virgo is about the day-to-day activities, how you spend your days, is how you spend your minutes, how you spend your hours, is how you spend your life. So it does accumulate. Professor, is this exam cumulative? Yes. Will I do better if I incrementally learn things instead of trying to pile it all on myself? You bet. All right, so I'm going to continue on. I will look at Sag, Pisces, Aquarius, and Virgo. I will look at that. If you are one of those, if you want to continue on with me and go deeper, there's a link below. And if you're part of our Pathfinder group, the rest of the reading starts right now.